when you go from the traditional way of looking at inventory into this new way of thinking about it, a lot of folks struggle with that because they're used to, as you pointed out earlier, to having 10 or 12 different KPIs, and they have a hard time seeing it, visualizing it, and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
And I know one of the techniques that you had looked at and brought into a lot of the thinking and how things
Mm-hmm.
are designed has to do with the Markowitz model, which was initially more financial portfolio modeling, that now you brought over into kind of the way that you look at retail inventory. I don't know if you want to explain a little bit about,
Sure.
kind of
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
how you looked at that. And
Right.
What does that Markowitz model look like and tell you as a retailer?
So we talked about the fact that the investment world went through this thing called the rocket science movement, where they're hiring PhDs in physics to quantify investment decisions.
Mhm.
And investment maybe in 1970 was more art than science. And the art didn't go away, but you still have the Warren Buffetts in the world. But the needle shifted to where it's much more science and math now in the investment world.
Mhm.
Okay, you look at retailing. So in the investment world, you've got a portfolio manager that manages a portfolio of stocks. In retailing, you've got a category manager that manages a category of products, right?
Mhm.
Those two people are doing roughly the same thing. They're buying stocks to resell at a profit, stock of company, stock of product. They have measures of risk.
Mhm.
Right? In the investment world, you talk about beta of a stock. There's equity versus fixed income. In retailing, there's basics versus fashion.
Mhm.
The one biggest difference between the category manager and the portfolio manager is the portfolio manager has two more zeros in their comp number. Why is that? It's because they can demonstrate results, and because they become more analytical. Okay. Now, the efficient frontier idea, you can think about it in either assortment or inventory. And so with assortment, you can vary the breadth of assortment. Revenue goes up, inventory investment goes up as well. Okay, so there's a trade-off curve. With inventory, you can raise the quantity you're carrying of everything. You're better in stock. Revenue goes up, but you have a higher inventory investment. So there's a trade-off between level of inventory investment and revenue.
Mhm.
Okay, and you can think about different places you want to be on that curve. And I think our product, typically our inventory product, will give a retailer points on that curve,
Mhm.
and they can pick.